Did you know that you can now add custom routes to your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro for your cycling and hiking activities? Well, it is very easy to do and straightforward. You first have to locate the route tile on your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, and then from here you get the ability to add more routes to your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. And then if you tap on this button, it will take you to your phone, and from your phone you can read all the instructions on how you can add new routes to your watch. Now the easiest way to do this is by going in your Samsung Health app and then looking for some previous activities that you did. Your walking or trailing activities or even cycling activities will have a map. From there you can tap on these three dots menu and you will see this button, export as GPX file. Tap on this, you can rename this file and then save it to your phone. Next time when you will tap on this button, add on phone, it will take you to the GPX folder in the file system on your phone, and in this folder you can locate the file and tap on this file and press done. It will then give you an option to rename the file, select the workout type, and then you can press save. Once you press save, the route will be loaded onto your watch and you can start this activity. Now there are some really cool benefits of using this system. The route is predetermined there. You can just follow along the route to do your activity, and if you go off course, the watch will alert you that you are off course and by how much distance. When you backtrack on the route, it will also alert you that you're backtracking on the same route. Now this works just like any other activity that you're tracking on your watch, but because the route is already there on your watch, you will be able to see and follow the turn-by-turn navigation on your watch while cycling or hiking. Samsung has added some really cool keyboard controls with this new software on Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Now whenever you will open the keyboard, you get this new QWERTY keyboard. Now here is the cool part. While typing on this QWERTY keyboard, you can quickly switch between input methods by simply swiping up from the bottom of the display, and from here you can go to your voice control, you can go to your swipe feature, emojis and numerical keyboard. So this is a very quick way of switching between input methods and typing your message effectively. From here you can also go into keyboard settings, and here you can manage things like input languages, predictive text, auto replace, auto spacing, auto capitalize, double tap spacebar to add full stop, and finally you can also reset keyboard settings. Did you know that you can now also change the screen orientation if you are switching from the left wrist to the right wrist, and you can also change the location of the button. It's really cool, and let me show you how this works. First go in settings, then go in general, and here go in orientation. Now here you get two options, wrist and key position. Now if you're wearing on the left wrist, you can select left, or if you're wearing on the right wrist, you can select right. Now it depends whether you want the buttons to stay on the right as well, because if the watch is on your right wrist, the buttons will be on the right. But you can also choose the buttons to be on the left. And when you will select left, you will see that the screen orientation will reverse. And now when you will wear this watch on your right wrist, the buttons will be on the left instead of being on the right, because the screen orientation has completely reversed. Similarly, you can do the same for the left wrist, whether you want the buttons on the right or on the left. Did you know that on your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro you can also control several aspects of the watch by gestures? Let me show you how this works. First go in settings, now go in advanced features, and here scroll down until you find gestures. Here you will find three gestures: answer calls, dismiss alerts and calls, and finally quick launch. Now if we go in answer calls, you will see a separate gesture, and you can see the gesture here as well. So if you turn this feature on, whenever you are getting the call, you can make this gesture to answer calls. Next up we have dismiss alerts and calls. So if we go in here, similarly it shows you how to make this gesture, and as well as you can read about it. So if you turn this feature on, you can then dismiss alerts and calls as well. And finally we have a quick launch gesture, and if we go in here, you can see how to make this gesture and you can read about it here. When you turn this feature on, you get to select an option, and from here you can see that you can open recent apps, open workout type list, turn on torch, add a reminder, and then we have all the apps listed here that's installed on your watch, and you can open any one of these apps by making this gesture. On Galaxy Watch 5 Pro we also get a camera controller that's pre-installed on the watch. So simply go into your app drawer here and select the camera app, and once you will select it, it will load the preview and will also launch the camera on the phone. Now here you can take the photo, you can turn the timer off, turn it on. Now one really cool thing is that if you change the camera mode on the phone, it also changes on this watch controller. So if I go in video, it will switch to video mode on the watch. and if I change my phone orientation, the orientation changes on the watch as well. If I go in portrait, it will go in portrait mode on the watch as well, and if I go in night mode, it will go in night mode. But there are some modes that don't work. So for example, if I go in director's view, it will not show up on the watch and it shows that it isn't supported. But most of the other modes are supported on this camera controller. On Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, you can set up any photo in your gallery as the watch face background. Now this feature has been there in previous versions of the Galaxy watches as well, but this time it comes with an upgrade. You can now edit certain features of the background that you are adding. Let me show you how to do this. First, go in watch faces, then locate the My Photo watch face, select it and it will be added to the watch. Now customize it. In here you can go in background options and add any photo from your gallery and also shoot new photos with camera. Now if I add a new photo from gallery, you will now get this option to change and edit this photo. So you can change the brightness, exposure, contrast, highlight and shadows of the watch face, and then press done and it will be added to the watch. Now on the watch, whenever you will tap on this watch face, it will change and switch between all the photos that you have added to this watch face, and every time the screen turns off and on, the watch face will have changed background. Moving on, you can also set up your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro to detect your snoring while you're sleeping. Now there are two prerequisites for this feature. You should be wearing the watch at night and your phone should be on charging. Once you have these covered, go in the Samsung Health app on your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, then go in settings, scroll down until you find snore detection. Go in here and it will take you to your phone. Now here you can set up these settings. You can turn it on. You can select to always detect snoring, or you can also set it up to select snoring for one session. You can also select to record the audio of your snoring, and then there is also an option to select after how many days the recordings will be deleted. Now here it also tells you about the two prerequisites I have already told you about. You have to wear your watch at night and your phone should be on charging and close to you, because your phone will be doing the recording, not the watch. Now once you have done that and you have worn your watch at night to detect your sleep, next day when you will go into your sleep data, you can scroll down and you will find your snoring activity. So you can go in here and play and listen to your snoring as well, which is really cool and funny actually. And you will be able to find these snoring recordings for each sleep session that you have recorded with this watch. On Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, you can also customize these two keys that you get on the watch. Now to do this, go in settings, then go in advanced features and here locate customize keys. Go in here and you will find two options, home key and back key. So for home key, there are further two options here. So you can set up double press and press and hold. If you go in double press, you can select between go to most recent apps, accessibility shortcuts, alarms, assistant, Bixby, and then all the other apps that are installed on your watch. You can open pretty much any one of them. And then we have press and hold option. If you go in here, you can launch Bixby, you can launch Assistant, and you can turn on the power off menu as well. And finally, we have got the back key option. So we have a short press option for this one only. By default, it is selected to go to the previous screen. You can go in here and select show recent apps as well. Did you know that you can also turn on ticking and chiming sounds for watch faces on your Galaxy Watch 5 Pro? Well, you can do it, and for that, all you have to do is go in settings, go in sounds and vibration, and then go in system sounds. And here you can turn on ticking, and it explains that you will hear a ticking sound if your watch face supports it. On Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, if you go into the alarm app, it shows you some really cool options. First, you get the option to add an alarm on the watch, and if you scroll down, you will see all your previous alarms on the watch. But you can then scroll down further and you will see this option to add an alarm on your phone. So now when you go on to set the alarm, you get several options. You can select the time, obviously, then you can select whether you want it weekly or not. And then a new feature here is that you can select a specific date for the alarm as well. So you can add an alarm on a very further date in the future. You can now also name the alarms, alarm sound, vibration, and snooze time. So some of these are new features on Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. So that's about it from this video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.